Heyo everybody, XEI here for a quick channel update and a special message. As you can tell by the title of this vlog, 500 subscribers. So August comes around and lo and behold, I was hoping that 500 would happen, and it happened on the very 1st of August. So that's halfway to the first kind of major milestone for any YouTuber really, but mine in particular. When I started this channel January 1st, 2016, the turn of the year, it was a bit of a New Year's resolution thing. Not resolution, but like this kind of like thing I do every turn of the year where I try to think of 10 things that I would like to try to achieve. Anyways, there's some vlogs down below talking about that kind of stuff. And one of them was to reach 1,000 subscribers with a YouTube channel. And I didn't have an idea of what the channel would be. Like it was going to be a bit of a travel vlog mixed with an art vlog. And then I started gaming because I wanted to experiment with that technology and how to do it. And it's just not, the channel was really defined by, I just want to do it. I just want to do it, and I'll figure it out as I go. And it was all about the journey, and that's where you get the explore, engage, and inspire thing slogan behind it all. And it was something really that was put into place so that it would drive me and remind me what I'm doing this for and what I want to achieve for myself and out there. You know, like the community growth in particular, I'm so happy about. Just starting Dragon Age 2 and Mass Effect 2. I'm seeing new names come up in the comments, and it's just crazy to me that some of you have come from Dragon Age Origins from the very early days, and you're still here. We're like a year and a half into this thing, and some of you lurkers out there, and I'm a lurker, trust me, I know lurkers. You know, you've come out of the lurking state, and now you're commenting as well, and it's like the comment ratio right now on these videos is nuts. And there's something I have to say where you know, as a small YouTuber, you have to take these moments and appreciate them, because you know, I follow the bigger YouTubers out there, and the ones that get to the point where it's like, you know, when I'm watching their videos, I'm going through their comments. And of course they don't reply to all of them because they can't. I mean, there's thousands of comments per video within hours of uploading a video. So I have to take a step back and appreciate this community as it is right now because of how close that interaction is in the comments. And the thing with 1,000 subscribers and why it's important to a small YouTuber, and it's the biggest hurdle to get to. You know, some people do it quicker, some people do it slower, and it's fine. You know, do it at the speed that you're comfortable with. Make sure that you're doing the channel for the right reasons. And you know, sometimes those reasons are for all the reasons that someone else might think are the wrong reasons. And you know, it's all relative, all of those reasons. And so just do it for the right reasons for you, because that's the only way you're going to give content that is, in my opinion, more authentic to the audience, and then the audience is going to engage with you more. And I believe like I'm careful with the words I use here, but okay, so for me, from my perspective, the more meaningful growth for me is that slow boil, but it's consistent, and it grows a community that's solid, and that foundation, man. I love that the idea of the foundation of the community driving the channel. And sometimes, you know, you can get blindsided by the views. First of all, the views don't actually matter. It's the watch time. It's how long you can retain an audience in your videos, how long you can, like, how often you can bring them back and engage in your content and stuff like that. And that takes time. And part of why I think about YouTube this way is because, I mean, for a decade I've been doing things where I analyze numbers and like how to see growth patterns and etc. So it's not turning YouTube into a business, but it just comes down to the fact that to grow a YouTube channel, you need to be honest with what you're trying to achieve, and for you not to be disheartened, as many small YouTube channels are. And I hate to say this, but there were a couple people I followed like a year ago who we were all starting together, and I've gone back to their channels, and they haven't posted for a year. Like, I feel like some of them have fallen off like 8 months ago, a year and a bit ago, right? And I feel like they went too fast, and they wanted to grow too fast, and then they realized it takes effort and time to grow a solid community to back you up, and in turn give you that enthusiasm to keep creating back to the community, and then have the community reinvigorate you to create more. And that loop cycle, you need to develop that over time. And seeing some of these channels, I unsubscribed to maybe 24 small channels from the last year and a half that I was like, where are these guys? What happened to them? And I'd go back and lo and behold, their channels are just dead. And it's disheartening because I feel like it's that difference, right? It's the difference of like succeeding as a YouTuber, like whether you're like that slow burn, which I'm perfectly happy about because I have a day job, and this is always like this needs to be comfortable for me because I have a life that I want to also sustain, and I do both very well at this point. As you can see, there's like an average of 45 videos uploaded per month at this point. I don't feel stressed over it. I think it's like part of you guys are like, you know, you're very open to like when things go lopsided in my life. Like my dog has diabetes now and I'm going through some rough moments here, but I had to put time into developing that foundation, and that's the most important thing for me in this channel. And I have to remember the time where I'm at 500 subscribers, halfway to the 1,000 subscriber mark, because the 1,000 is like the special YouTube number, because there's a known correlation for growth rate when you hit 1,000, because presumably either YouTube starts to position you in better ways so that your discoverability goes up, or psychologically speaking, viewers see a channel with 1,000 subs on it and then they give it more attention, and which in turn creates more watch time, which in turn creates more discoverability opportunities. Anyways, I'm getting very technical, very geeked out here right now because I've been like daily, I do analytics daily just to see growth patterns and make sure that I feel comfortable with the track that this channel is on. I feel like I have a good handle on where I want to take it. It's become very gaming centric, which is okay. I'm not going to give up on the fact that I want the channel to also do other things, but I mean, I feel good about the growth of this channel. I could get very geeky about where the numbers are at and where the analytics are at. I'm going to avoid doing that because I don't, you know, it's not going to be interesting for many people out there, but the numbers are important. As much as people say numbers aren't important and they're not looking at them, you don't have to be ruled by the numbers, but you should be aware of the numbers if you have the goal of growing a channel and getting it somewhere. For me, it was a personal journey of trying to get a channel to 1,000. I'm halfway there, thanks to all of you, who, not just because you got it to 500 subs, but because you encourage me every day to keep going at the pace and the pattern I'm maintaining here based on the numbers that is comfortable for me and that allows me to give back to the community and create that loop, that cycle for all of us. So I'm not going to stop at 1,000. That's just silly talk. I feel like when I get to 1,000, I will have the next idea, and I already have it in my head. I don't want to, you know, jinx myself. But for me, 500, I'm halfway there, and it's very exciting. And I didn't even get to the August update. So Dragon Age 2 is almost done. Act 2. I'm going to be going into Act 3 soon this month. The game might be done by August, and we'll be starting another game. I'm fairly certain, fairly confident that Witcher 1 will be the next game that I bring to the channel. I'm not going to jump right into Dragon Age Inquisition. I need to get Witcher 1 out of the way because it's a game from 2007, and I feel like it's going to age very quickly at this point because I'm starting to get into the last like 5 to 7 years of games, and so the quality is going to be something I'm going to be very cognizant of. And from there, Mass Effect 2 also just started, and that's going to be a little bit of a slower because I'm just so concentrated on Dragon Age 2 right now. So I'm going to upload a little slower for Mass Effect 2 until Dragon Age 2 is done, and then I'm going to, you know, probably concentrate on Mass Effect 2 while trying to slowly get into Witcher 1. I will be back in September with another update. I'll try to do these at the beginning of every month going forward instead of every 2 months or whatever I've been doing, just to kind of keep me on the ball and keep me on track and just get me focused on planning what the next month is going to be like for this channel, so the newcomers who come to the channel, they can see this video, they can get a sense of what's coming to the channel, what the channel is about, what I'm about, which, by the way, I'm going to talk about that real quick. The fact that I've gotten a lot more comfortable on this channel. You know, when I started the channel, I thought comfort was just something that's like, I'll just be myself and I'll get right into it. And no, I go back to the old videos, like the earliest of the Dragon Age Origins videos, and I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm watching someone else. And then, you know, I remember going back to the Milestone videos for like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and other folks like that, and you can tell the difference there too. And they start one way, and then they get comfortable because I believe because they start generating a community that they can interact with on a more personal level, and so you start developing that camaraderie inside the YouTube channel and the comment streams and stuff like that, and all of that makes the YouTuber more comfortable, and then allows them to be more themselves because they have that foundation again of like the usuals that they can know. These usuals get me. And so even if some loose cannon comes into the threads and starts like trolling and flaming and all that stuff, which it's doing really good. That comment section is pretty friggin' awesome right now, but it's bound to happen, right? It's bound to happen with growth. But anyways, you guys make me feel pretty comfortable with being myself out there, and I feel like I'm going to just pull down some of those extra walls that might have been up. Some of those like the self-confidence walls, they're starting to crumble down, folks. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you guys for coming along for this ride. I think I've said that almost every milestone video. I don't want to go back and check, but thank you for coming around, and thank you for motivating me, keeping this goal alive to get to 1,000, and I guess I'll see you there. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's feeling pretty good. I'm just saying the numbers are looking, the ratios are looking pretty good, folks. So don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire. Catch you around next time. Peace.